Okay, I'm happy that all of you can see my screen now. So let's go through this chapter as fast as we can, and we see how it ends. So I'm going to write IGCSE biology, and we say chapter 7, and we say human nutrition. Right. Litabo, are you in the lesson? Letty? Okay, there we go. Human nutrition and say chapter 7. Let me just confirm. Can you all hear me? All right, so good. Let's quickly go through the things. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is I'll be just putting into you to make. I would be just making you know the things one by one, one by one, one by one that you must know, and let's see how it ends. So the first thing, right? Number one, we're going to talk about is we had started last time. I'm just going to rerun. If we go through it very fast, we'll be able to get to where I want to get to very fast. The first thing we go through is balanced diet. This is the first thing that we want to go through. Make sure we know everything about the balanced diet. Can you write for me to say what is the balanced diet? I think I wrote the definition last time for those who were there, but we'll still just go through it as fast as we can, and I'll make sure you know everything. A balanced diet. Can you write with me to say a balanced? I have to go through a lot of things, so I'll be writing fast. If you want to write fast and neat, you write small things. That is how you're going to write fast and neat. So let's write a balanced diet means eating food that contains all the 7 important food groups in the correct amounts. It means you eat a meal that contains all the 7 food groups in the correct amount. Okay? In their correct amount. I want you to put here to say not too much of one thing or too little of another. We don't want too much of anything or too little of anything. So we need all the 7, all of them, and we need them in their correct amounts. If you manage to do that, then we're going to shake hands with you and say you have just had a balanced diet. All the 7, make sure you know, all the 7 food groups in their correct amounts. Are we together? Say, each of these 7 food groups are needed by the body because they all have different functions in the body. Because they all have different functions in the body. Okay? Say, these 7 main food groups needed by the body are, you say one, say carbohydrates. Say carbohydrates. Can you all say carbohydrates? Litabo, are you now in class? I'm giving a ring. Okay. So the 7 food groups are: 1, carbohydrates. Right? Say 1 carbohydrates and say these give the body energy. So why do we need carbohydrates? They are a source of energy for the body. Okay? Are we together? They are a what? A source of energy. Each one should have its own function. So can you write this? Carbohydrates are a source of energy. Now, where, let's just say the sources of carbohydrates. Sources of carbohydrates. What food should you eat to get carbohydrates? Bread, pasta, cereals, potatoes. Right with me. Carbohydrates are the body's main fuel. Can you all hear me? Okay. You can all see the screen nicely? Now we'll go to the second one, which is going to be proteins. We go to the second one, which is going to be proteins. I want you to write here. These are needed by the body. These are needed by the body for growth and repair of cells and tissues. Okay? They are not needed for energy. Don't mix things up. Are we together, students? Yes, proteins are needed by the body for strictly for growth and repair of cells. Okay, we'll move on. All right, so I continue. These are needed for this. Then I'm going to rewrite. Say, let's put sources. I'm going to be moving fast. Sources of proteins. Where do you get proteins? Which foods should you eat? Eat meat, eat fish if you want to have growth of your cells and repair of some cells and tissues. Eat meat, eat fish, eat eggs, eat beans, eat nuts, eat pulses, etc. Can you say etc? These are good sources of protein. And let's just put in brackets to say proteins. What did we say? Proteins help the body grow and fix damaged tissues. Okay? This is why proteins are needed by your body. A good student knows all this. If you know all this, then what a good student you are. Let's put 3 out of 7 now. Lipids or fats. Okay? Lipids or fats. Lipids or fats. What do we need them? These give energy. Okay? And help with insulation. Okay, so these are an energy source. These give energy. Let me also say store energy also. And help with insulation. So, why do we also love lipids or fats? We know it as lipids more, okay? The reason why we say they give energy is because they are a storage. They are an energy store. You can also get energy from them, and you can also store excess energy, okay? You can store, you can store excess energy in them. And they help with insulation. When you have a lot of fats around you, then you don't feel as cold. Examples: butter, shouldn't have too much of it. Oil, nuts. Remember, we said for these things you can't have too much, but you must have something of that. You should have. Write to me to say fats or lipids store energy and help keep the body warm. This is a simpler version of the same thing. Okay, why do I give you this line at the end? It's a simpler way of saying the very same thing. So you must know where to get each of these foodstuffs. If you're a good student, you must know where to get carbohydrates, why they're important and where to get them. You must know where to get proteins. Why do we think they're important and where do we get them? You must know where to get lipids or fats. Are we together? Are we together? Then now we go to the fourth one out of 7. Millicent, can you hear me nicely as well? Dietary fiber. Well done, everybody. Ilang, can you hear me as well? I can hear Letty there. Lenny. Ilang, can you hear me? Okay, great. Great. Atla? Well done. Daryl? What happened to Daryl? Okay, good. I'm happy. Now let's keep going. Dietary fiber. Why do we need dietary fiber? Right? This helps food to move through the gut. Remember, you have one tube that starts from the mouth and ends at the anus, which is called the alimentary canal. For food to move through there, you need dietary fibers. They help. And what are some sources of dietary fiber? Where do you get? Because if we tell you you need dietary fiber and we don't tell you what food to eat to get it, we haven't done enough. We need to tell you to eat it, then we should tell you where to get it. So now we're telling you where to get it now. You're gonna get it and when you eat whole grains. Whole grains are things like sorghum, things like millet, things like rapoko. You know, you can get a whole list of whole grains that you can have. There are just so many. Even brown rice, brown rice, etc. So if you eat these type of things, they help. They're a source of dietary fiber. Are we together? And also vegetables can also help you. They're a source of dietary fiber. Now, in simpler terms, say dietary fiber prevents one bad thing, which is constipation. Okay, it prevents constipation by helping food to move through the intestines. It helps food to move through the intestines. That is why we love dietary fiber. You must know about it as well. Then we go to number 5. We are trying to know how we can have a balanced diet. So if you don't have dietary fiber in your meal, do you have a balanced diet? Class, if you don't have dietary fiber in your meal, do you have a balanced diet? No, you don't. Well done. Let me do it. Good. You need dietary fiber. Now we continue. Vitamins. Sorry to all those who missed on YouTube, who missed the other half of the screen. Let's go to vitamins now. And write these. Are you writing with me? Right, to say these are needed in small amounts. Vitamins, these are needed in small amounts to keep the body healthy. So should I know about Ch.7? Yes. Why they're important? Yes. And where to get them? Yes. Sources of vitamins. Where can you get vitamins? They keep the body healthy. Yes. You should eat fruits and you should eat vegetables. Then you are going to have vitamins, my friend. Huh? In simpler terms, I could have said vitamins protect the body and help it to work properly. And they help it to work properly. That's why you need vitamins. Are we together, everybody? They will protect you. They will protect your body from diseases. They keep your body healthy. Okay? So you need vitamins, friend. You need those fruits. You need those vegetables. Don't hate them. Don't just love to eat starch and meat and you know what I mean. You need those vegetables. You need those fruits, bananas, apples. Okay? Now we go to minerals. Minerals. Do you see how it is very important to have a balanced diet? Do you see how hard it is? Are you seeing? Good. Minerals. These are also needed, just like vitamins, in small amounts. These are needed in small amounts to keep the body healthy. But the problem is, the difference is that when you eat minerals, you get strong bones, strong teeth, and healthy blood. So they help you to have good blood, strong bones, strong teeth. If it's minerals, that's what we mean by healthy. So let's say sources of minerals. What are sources of minerals? Dairy products, okay, milk, cheese, yogurt, and also if you eat meat, also if you eat fruits, also if you eat vegetables, then you are going to have minerals. Okay? So, what is the simple line? Minerals help with things like strong bones, strong teeth, and healthy blood. Then, number 7, the last and final thing that everybody needs, that's water. And write this to say, water is needed for the chemical reactions in cells. Have you written that? Water is needed for the chemical reactions in cells. Okay? Sources of water. Sources of water. Say 1, drinking water. Okay? Number 2, juice. Number 3, milk. Number 4, fruits. And vegetables. Without water, the reactions in cells are not going to happen, buddy. Without water, the reactions in cells are just not going to happen. So write with me to say, water helps body reactions to happen, and it helps transport substances. This is why we need water. Okay? Are we together? Class? Okay. Now, put this right to say, let us zoom in on 2 vital vitamins and 2 vital minerals that you must make sure you have. We've told you the 7 food groups that will make you have a good balanced diet. Did you see them? The 7 food groups that you need to have a balanced diet. Now we want to zoom in on two vitamins. We said you need vitamins. We want to zoom in on two vitamins that are critical and two minerals that are critical, or else you risk somebody not being able to live a good life because they'll suffer from a disease called a deficiency disease or some problem. Are we together? Right. Let's put vitamin C. You need vitamin C. Right to say. This helps the body to make collagen. Vitamin C helps the body to make collagen. And right, collagen is important. Don't forget this. Collagen is something which is in the skins, in the gums, in the bones. So collagen is important for skin, gums, bones, and healing. So your body needs vitamin C to be able to make collagen, which is important for skin, which is important for gums, which is important for bones, which is important for healing, right? Say sources of vitamin C. No one must lack this, please. Sources of vitamin C: citrus fruits, okay? Citrus fruits, oranges, nachis, things like that. Then here, say strawberries and green vegetables. These are sources of vitamin C. Deficiency disease, which we'll look at later, but the deficiency disease, what we call a deficiency disease, is a disease that you will get if you lack vitamin C in your body completely. If you don't have vitamin C in your body completely, so I didn't write deficiency nicely. Deficiency disease. If you don't, when we say this is a deficiency disease, we're saying it's a disease that comes from lacking that thing. So the deficiency disease that is going to be caused by a lack of vitamin C is going to be called scurvy. And your syllabus wants you to know about it. You only have to know two deficiency diseases. So make sure you know about vitamin C, because it's going to be one of them. Then now let's write about vitamin D. Skip 2 lines and say vitamin D. Can you all see my screen nicely? And write, say, this helps the body to absorb calcium. This helps the body to absorb calcium. Okay, and say calcium is important for strong bones and teeth. Without vitamin D, your body cannot absorb calcium. Your body needs calcium. If you don't have calcium, you can't have strong bones. If you don't have calcium, you can't have strong teeth. Are we together? So you need vitamin D so that your body can absorb calcium, so that you can have strong bones and strong teeth. Sources of vitamin D. What then are the sources? If you're saying everybody needs to make sure they have vitamin D, where can I get it? I need to be able to get it. Number one, sunlight, the sun. Okay? Don't stay away from the sun for too long. Never going out. No. No. Oily fish. You need oily fish. You need eggs. You need liver. And you need dairy products. Make sure you have these so that you can have vitamin D, so that your body can absorb calcium to have strong bones and strong teeth. For vitamin C, we said it is important for because it is needed to make collagen. This one is not needed to make collagen. For vitamin C, it was needed to make collagen for your skin, for your gums, for your bones, for healing. Of course, your skin may need to heal. If you get a cut, if you get anything, you need those things. So you need vitamin C. If you don't have vitamin C, you have scurvy. And we said for vitamin C, you should get it from citrus fruits. You should get it from strawberries. You should get it from green vegetables. Here we are dealing with vitamin D. Vitamin D, you need sunlight. It's needed to be for your body to be able to absorb calcium. It's needed for strong bones and it's needed for strong teeth. Where do I get it? Sunlight. Where do I get it? Oily fish. Where do I get it? Eggs. Where do I get it? Liver. Where do I get it? Dairy products. What happens if I don't have it? Deficiency disease. Deficiency disease. What disease comes from the lack of this? I want you to write this. Rickets in children. Write with me. Rickets in children. Rickets is a very important. I said you only have to know 2 deficiency diseases. Don't tell me you forget this. Scurvy when you lack vitamin C, and rickets when a child lacks vitamin D. Are we together? Now, thank you for vitamin C and vitamin D. Let's talk about some 2 important minerals. You need calcium, man. You need calcium. Calcium, we already saw that you need vitamin D for your body to be able to absorb the calcium. And we saw that you need the calcium for strong bones and strong teeth, and also blood clots. Okay? If you don't have calcium, when you are going to grow up, you're going to have weak bones later in life, and that is going to be a big problem. So, my friend, make sure you eat vitamin D. And not only that, vitamin D helps you to absorb calcium. If you eat vitamin D and you don't then go and eat calcium, then you have done nothing. You need to eat vitamin D so that your body can absorb calcium. Then you need to eat calcium itself for the strong bones. Are you with me? So let's say this now. Calcium is needed for strong bones, and strong teeth. Calcium also helps blood clot. Are you writing? Ilang? Are you writing? Okay, great. Everybody? Lenny? All right. Sources of calcium. Where do I get this calcium which is needed also? Where do I get calcium? Milk? Cheese? Eggs. Eggs are so important. Dairy products are so important. We saw that they also help you to have vitamin D. And dairy products also help to get calcium. Eggs also help with vitamin D, and eggs help you to get calcium as well. Write with me to say, lack of calcium can lead to weak bones later in life. It can lead to weak bones later in life. One last one, and that is iron. All right, so I can see that I did not get to the, what is it? I didn't get to the digestive system. I'll talk about it next time in our lesson. Okay? I'll make sure you all know all the parts of the digestive system than the alimentary canal. So let's finish up at iron, and in the next lesson we'll be moving as fast as we can as well. We'll be early tomorrow. We'll start on time because we also need to pick up our maths, to pick up our chem, to pick up our physics. So write for me on iron to say this is needed to make hemoglobin. This is needed to make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the one that will carry oxygen around your body. So right here to say iron is needed because your body cannot produce hemoglobin if there is no iron. So your body needs iron to make hemoglobin. And now write to say hemoglobin. Write with me to say hemoglobin is found in red blood cells and carries oxygen around the body, and carries oxygen around the body. So to make hemoglobin, you need iron. Right? Then what are the sources? Sources of iron. Where can I get it? Red meats. Really? Yes. Liver. Really? Yes. Spinach, one of my favorite. Really? Yes. Leafy green vegetables. Leafy green vegetables. Students, make sure you have balanced diet, please. Are we together? Make sure you have balanced diet, please. Let's go now. Finish now. Right to say, lack of iron can cause anemia. Lack of iron can cause anemia. Write this, and we'll start from here in the next lesson. I'll explain to you what rickets is when you lack vitamin D, what scurvy is when you lack vitamin C, what anemia is if you lack iron. So you need these in your food. Are we all together? Yes. I don't want you to, we should make sure we know just all this, and we'll be fine. Thank you. It's already time up. Time is an enemy. I'm going to send you some questions again on this to see how good you are with all 7 food groups. I need to make it a little bit hard, okay, to make sure you study all 7 food groups. I want you to put a big emphasis on the sources. I want you as my class to know all 7 food groups and know their sources big time. You should know where to get vitamins. You should know where to get dietary fiber. You should know where to get minerals. You should know where to get carbohydrates. You should know where to get proteins. You should know where to get lipids and fats. You should know where to get each of these things because your syllabus expects you to know. So there is no running away there. You have to know them. Are we together? Then we move on to the next part. Okay? Are we together? Thank you. You get your questions, you do them thoroughly. I want high marks. Tomorrow, exactly 5:45, we meet and we continue with this, and then we look at chem, more of chem, and then we look at more of physics and maths. Let's see how fast we can move. Goodbye. Thank you so much for attending.